Well, good afternoon. I hope you are off to a great and blessed week this week. I am here at the Garden Center on Bandera Road, and I'm just enjoying the beautiful vegetation here and the gardens that they've set up. They have an abundance of trees and shrubs and plants for your garden. And I decided to come here because I decided I'm going to plant a fig tree in my backyard. And I'm here and I've got a Little Miss Figgy dwarf fig. And it doesn't look like much. It only has one leaf on the top. But I assure you, when I take this little dwarf tree and go and I plant it and I take time to water it and to put the care that needs to be taken into it, that it will soon be fruitful. And I think that was my message for this last Sunday. When we talk about the Advent, the coming of the King, we looked at Mark's Gospel. And we saw how Mark puts this story of the fig tree right in between the coming of Jesus into the temple and his driving out the money changers. So we find that Jesus comes into the temple after his entry into Jerusalem, and he looks around and then he leaves, and then he's hungry and he sees a fig tree off in the distance, and he goes because he's hungry, but he finds nothing but leaves. And then Mark takes us back to the account of the temple where he finds money changers in the temple, and he drives them out saying, this temple should have been a house of prayer, but instead you've made it a den of thieves and robbers. And that's a message to the church today, that now that we celebrate the Advent season, we need to remember that when Jesus comes, he should find a church that is fruitful. Just like Mark symbolized here, this whole account of the fig tree, what Mark is telling us is just how Jesus went and he found nothing but leaves on this fig tree. That's what Jesus found when he went into the temple. He found nothing but leaves. He found no fruit. And so he cursed the fig tree. And then he told his disciples the day would come when that mount, the Temple Mount, would be cast out and there would be a new temple in place. And yes, as you know, when Jesus says, destroy this temple and in 3 days I will rebuild it, he was referring to himself. So now the coming of the King meant the coming of a new temple. And so it's a message for you and I today, because my hope and my vision for New Spirit Baptist Church and for all churches that declare Christ as King, that there would be a rich abundance of fruit there. And it's not done by the busyness of the activities inside the walls. It's not done by all of the stuff that's done, all the glamour. No, it's done by the hard work that's put into creating fruit. Just like this shrub needs time and energy and fruit, so the church needs people to invest time to evangelize, to spread the gospel. So let me ask you, have you told anyone about Christ today? Have you shared the message of the gospel? Because that's truly the work of producing fruit. It's not about making ourselves look good. It's not about making the walls look nice. It's not about keeping ourselves busy inside the church. It's about declaring the gospel out into the world. That's how we become fruitful. And that is what New Spirit Baptist Church has been doing. And I'm thankful to all of our members for doing that and for continuing this good work, because this is what the gospel is about. May you be blessed by this message, and may you continue to share the gospel with others and tell others the King has come and a new temple is now in order. God bless you.